When we're teaching children about well-being, this model of a house can be very handy. We can talk about the house, the four walls of the house being our home. Our bodies are our homes, just like this house. And our bodies are complex in the sense that we have different parts of our being, not just the body, but we have a spiritual aspect. And in this particular case, we don't go into that too much because mindfulness is secular, but we do recognize the spiritual aspect. And we might ask, what do you think that might be? And different children will contribute an answer. And we can all recognize that it's just some part of ourselves where we know that there's something possibly greater than ourselves that is in our lives. But this has to be handled quite delicately. We don't go into conversations too much. We just recognize that there's a spiritual aspect to our life. And it could be as simple as being spellbound by a sunset and recognizing what a vast and wonderful world we live in and that we are part of it. Then there's the body. The body needs nourishment. It needs good food. It needs water. It needs fresh air. It needs lots of rest and exercise to function at the optimum. We also have the mental and emotional life, our inner life of thoughts and feelings that are constantly changing throughout the day. And we're training ourselves to recognize that. And then we have the social aspect, engaging with other people. Humans are social creatures, sharing our lives, talking to people, not gossip, sharing our experiences and insights. And finally, underneath, we have the environment we live in, the nature, the air, the sea, the water, and of course the family who support our lives. Without any of these walls, if any of these walls fell down in our home, what would happen? That's right, the whole house would collapse. So in the same way, it's very important that we nourish all the different aspects of our lives and recognize them so that the home that we live in, our body and our inner life, is always in a state of well-being. So that model of the home is quite universal, and it can be quite a good setting as a background to why we're teaching mindfulness, because we're focusing more on the inner life. And often for children, no attention has ever been given to their inner life. It can be new territory. So you can help them adjust to the idea of self-maintenance and self-care in this way.